majority of my life, I never felt like I fit in. I grew up moving from state to state, city to city. In the schools I went to, I never stayed long enough to make real friends. I was always searching for an identity. My struggle has always been not feeling wanted. It left me asking myself, what's my purpose? What am I here for? And who am I? I'm a product of a broken home. And like most people from these environments, I felt the pain of rejection and abandonment. And that pain was made worse when I was separated from my father and placed in a foster care system. Although I was young when this took place, the unstableness in my life continued. After 3 years, I reunited with my father and siblings. But like most single parents, it wasn't easy raising 3 kids on your own. I can't tell you how many times I've moved and how many schools I went to. And growing up, I didn't have many friends because the moment I'd meet them, we'd move again. But it's the struggles in our life that prepare us for our destiny.
I look up to the sky tonight. Lord, can you hear me? I need a little help tonight.
Growing up, I got to live in a lot of different places. And some of those areas that I lived in wasn't always the nicest or safest places. I was exposed to gangs, drugs, and alcohol. But I never got involved with those things. I always felt like there was something in my life that had a hold of me. And when I did something wrong, I felt it in my heart. I wasn't raised in a Christian home. I wasn't raised around Christians, but I do believe that God does show us who He is in different ways. And sometimes it's right in front of us. And God used my dad to show me a glimpse of His character. My father always put us first. He never gave up on us. And not only did he put us first, he put other people first. He's the type of guy that would give his last shirt off his back and his last dollar to someone and never say a word about it. And God really used that example and impacted my life to give me this love of people and this passion for people. And I also remember as a young kid that I had this desire to pray. I didn't know who God was. I didn't know who I'd pray to, but at night I would pray. I would pray to this God that keep me and my family together and not separate us. And this is why I think God is so cool. It's just that He meets us where we are. I didn't find God. God found me. The Faith Movement is a non-profit organization that I started to give individuals an opportunity to use their gifts and talents in a positive way. Years ago, my brothers started an outreach program called Team Christ that reached out to skaters. And this really impacted my life and lit the fuel that I have to share this gospel. He would be sharing the gospel with these skaters and sharing Jesus with them in a real way, and that's what I want to do. I want to let people know that Jesus is more than some image hanging on a cross in a picture frame, but that He's alive and that He's real. And that's why I started this program. I go into these overlooked communities, these communities that people have given up on, and I put these programs on to inspire people to know Christ and give them an opportunity to feel believed in. Because there's no worse feeling than feeling like someone doesn't believe in you. And I want to let them know that there's a God who loves them and has a purpose for their life. There comes a time in everybody's life where they're going to ask themselves, what am I here for? What's my purpose? And who am I? See, God puts a hole in our heart that only He can fill. And no matter how we try to fill that, money, success, whatever this world tells us will make us happy, only God will truly satisfy us. For once in my life, I know my purpose, and my identity is in Christ. I know who I am. I'm a world changer. Who are you?
on this one.